Hey y'all, Patrick here with Vetted. Happy Thanksgiving. If you're in America and you're celebrating Thanksgiving, or you're abroad as an American celebrating Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving. This video is going to be very simple today. Really just going to want to talk about, I want everyone to put in the comments why they believe, if you're a believer in this, or why you don't believe if you're not a believer in this phenomena, the UFO phenomena. Did you have a personal experience? Did you see an object? Have you just seen enough stuff that just leads you to believe, this is real? Did you have an event, a story? What happened? What in your life happened? At what age, right, did this all start for you? I'm curious. Did you just get into the topic? Have you been in it a long time? Did someone bring you in, or you came in on your own? I'd be curious. I just want to hear all these different stories down in the comments of why you believe, how you got into this topic. Because for me personally, as we move forward in this search, right, we can't ever forget that. Why you are interested in this in the first place. Why are you seeking the truth, right? Why is this important? So I think that's just a good reminder. And with it being Thanksgiving, perfect time to make a video like this. You're all sitting at home. You're thinking about, you're giving thanks for the things you have, grateful for the friends and family around you. If you're out there celebrating alone on Thanksgiving, just know you're not alone, right? We're not alone. So you're not alone. But yeah, look, reach out to a friend, family member, watch this video, But tell me down in the comments. I really want to hear people's stories, wherever you are in this world, of why you believe, why it's important to you, Because for me personally, I've never had an actual personal experience in the sense of I've never seen a UFO. I've never anything like that. Nothing paranormal or anything really. It's all been pretty prosaic my entire life. I mean, it just has been. I've never seen anything. But I am fascinated by the subject. Clearly, this is what I do, right? But, how could someone be as dedicated as I am to this without ever having a personal experience? Maybe some of you would ask. Because I see the writing on the wall, in my opinion. Again, there's always two questions to ask. Are we alone, and have we been visited? They're two different questions. The first one, I'm pretty confident we're not alone in this universe or reality or whatever, however it is. The universe is just far too big. It just doesn't make sense. So, yeah, I just don't think we're alone. We're just not that special. And the second, have we been visited? Well, there's just millions of people who are, tell stories and have seen things, and government officials, very smart people saying they know things. I mean, how can my dumb brain be like, nah, I just think there's so much smoke, there has to be fire. There's something going on. I mean, there's something going on. So that's why I'm in it. And I want to believe, I've always loved sci-fi movies. I've always loved the idea of traveling to another planet, seeing other species. I grew up in two different cultures in my house. Maybe that has something to do with it. My mom's from Mexico City. My dad's from St. Louis. And I grew up here in America going to Mexico a lot, back and forth. And I guess I just like new things. I lived in Europe for a while. I like exploring and seeing new cultures. I was in food forever, in the food industry. Worked front of house and then back of the house. If you're from the food industry, you know what that means. And I love culture and food and, the different ways of language and communication and art, and it's all different, right? And this idea that there would be this other life form on another planet with this other culture and life and music and whatever, and that's absolutely fascinating to me, right? Because who doesn't sit around and think, where am I at on this little ball, right? You've been out on a campfire, driving somewhere on a porch, sitting, staring out at the sky and wondering, I'm just on this spinning rock. Like, what does life mean? What if it's just so massive, right? The amount of space, and you just think, what am I doing? Why am I important? Why am I special? I got to go get groceries. Like, that's what's the agenda for humanity. It's like, But we all have these day-to-day lives, right? And then we have these year-to-year lives. And then these decades to lives, right? Like, it depends how you look at it. I mean, you live life day to day, but every once in a while you think about it in the grander scale. And yeah, I really want to know all of y'all's stories of why you got into this, why you believe, why it's important to you. If someone brought you in, they didn't. I mean, who hasn't just watched sci-fi movies and just been fascinated by it? Of course, there's this element of fear, right? Is this new life going to be malevolent? Are they going to bring violence and destruction, even, albeit even unnecessarily, right? Right? Not on purpose. That's always been my biggest fear. But the idea that absolutely finding out we're not alone and then getting to witness another culture or species, another biological entity, if it's biological, whatever, that's fascinating. That to me is fascinating. It makes like just doing normal things like boring, because it's like, hang on a second, like there's this stuff going on, especially when you start theorizing about, all the different types of theories that are out there of who we could be, what we could be. That's fascinating, right? That's absolutely fascinating to me, because I don't know. I don't have any answers, but that's why I'm on the search. But if you've had like a personal experience, right? You've seen a UFO or multiple, or you've had a closer contact experience. Maybe you can remote view and talk to some of these entities. I don't know. How does that change your life? How does that let you live day to day, knowing what's going on, right? I'd be curious. Yeah, that's why I'm just curious to hear everyone where they are on the ladder, right? Did you just jump on the ladder, or are you're really up there? You're almost to the top. Because everyone gets in it for a different reason. But I will tell you this, the more I learn about this channel and doing this work, the more I learn so many people have stories. So many people. You bring it up to somebody and they're interested. That stigma of laughing in this, that's more when that's a big group of people. But if you get people individually, they got stories. They're interested. They care. They're just laughing to laugh. But deep down, I would say like 8 out of 10 people have a story or are interested, or something's going on. It's too much, right? Something's going on. It can't just laugh at it all the way anymore. And that should feel good for people that have had real experiences and felt like they've been laughed at their whole lives. To feel some semblance of support, right? And like you're not going through it alone. I would imagine that's comforting. And I totally can relate to that. So yeah, I cannot wait to read people's stories of what's happened, how they've got into this, why. Right? There had to have been a day when it just changed. Something changed for you. For me, it was it progressed and progressed and progressed and progressed. And I've always been interested in it on the back burner type of thing, right? Like, yeah, aliens. Okay, cool. Of course. But I guess it is the 2017 New York Times article that really just kind of sparked a different bulb, right? Just kind of like, wait a second. And then really seeing that James Fox interview, the Varginha, Brazil, seeing that video, that documentary really just like set me over the top completely. Now, again, I had been looking into it I guess my whole life I've always been interested in shows and different things about the phenomena, right? But really getting in and diving in, yeah, I would say since that James Fox documentary. Now, granted, before that, I was looking at certain things, watching certain videos. The Basement Office, when that came out originally, I was all about that. That turned out to be interesting. But yeah, I mean, there's just so many little moments. It wasn't just like one moment for me. Because again, I've never had an experience. Never seen a UFO. Never. I've always seen things and been able to identify it, explain it. But I've never seen anything. Never had a contact. Nothing. Never seen a ghost either. I mean, I just never had any sort of alternate reality experience. You know what I mean? Whatever it may be. And I've been all over the place. I've done all kinds of crazy things out in the middle of nowhere. You know, just done all kinds of stuff. I don't know. Just have it. I'm waiting. I want to. So, yes, I cannot wait to hear everyone's stories. Please tell me, why you believe, why you got into this, right? Why you got into the subject. So, as always, guys, happy holidays. I hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving. Yes, I've got my Christmas decorations up. People calling me out in the comments for that. Hey, listen, this is going to make you feel bad. My nephews, who were 8 and 9, okay, came over a couple weekends ago and wanted to put this up, wanted to put my Christmas decorations up. So I let them put them up. They were kids. So, get over it. Yes, I got my Christmas decorations up. People are going to be putting them up this weekend anyway. That's the tradition, right after Thanksgiving weekend. So I just got ahead of it, y'all. And yes, I love Christmas. I do. That's my favorite holiday of the year. So anyway, happy holidays. I hope you get to spend it with your family, your loved ones, your friends, whoever. And again, thank you for watching the video. Cannot wait to read all these comments on this video. I hope you can leave a comment and tell your story of why you believe and what you're into this. So anyway, thanks again, y'all. Remember, every day's a gift. This is Patrick from Vetted. We'll see you on the next video. Peace from Texas. Happy holidays.